Think about a grave. There's a tombstone with something nice written on it. There's other graves all around it. And then there's whoever runs the graveyard. The people who, at least in the United States, are in charge of maintaining those graves for all time, forever. And frankly, it is maybe not the best idea. In most European countries, you either get a free public grave for a little while, or you buy the right to use a grave for a specified period of time, for like 20 years or 30 years or 50 years. And then after that, they dig up your bones and put them in the bone house. So basically, in Europe, you are like renting a grave. And this is because Europe has been around for so long that if they didn't do it this way, it would just be bones all the way down. America, though, is a younger, maybe more hopeful country. We allow our cemeteries to say, oh, sure, we'll bury you here, and we will keep up the cemetery forever. We have all this space. This is actually enshrined in law in a lot of states. Forever, it is not a common legal category, but cemeteries really are legally promising to do this stuff forever, to mow the lawn forever, to keep up the fence forever. And they fund this by taking some of the money from the new plots people are buying and putting it into what is basically a retirement fund. So the time when the cemetery is filling up, this is like the cemetery's working life, right? People are buying plots, the cemetery is saving some money. And then once it's full, the cemetery is like retired, except cemeteries have to live off their retirement forever. And states actually regulate that savings by cemeteries. Take New Jersey. The state requires that cemeteries put aside 15% of the cost of a new grave into that retirement fund. It's called a perpetual care fund. The state says, set that money aside. You cannot touch the principal. And then you'll have that stream of interest, to pay people to keep the place nice. The thing is, this doesn't always work. The market is not eternally consistent, and sometimes cemeteries go bankrupt. Maybe we should do it more like Europe does. But when you walk by an American cemetery that's full, and you see the guys taking the dead flowers off the grave or mowing the lawn, they're being paid from some investment from a long time ago that is legally obligated to last forever.